have somebody joining me up here. Well, I enjoy it. It's great fun. Yeah. Yeah, we'll make it work. He will be late. Yeah. That's fun. He sure enjoyed himself the last time we were up here, so.
That's cool. How's Claire doing? Good. Well, I gotta go get a little bit of food. Do it.
I haven't touched anything.
Can you hear yourself?
Test, yeah. About 5 minutes.
Just remember to drag yourself.
Yep, I will take that down. And my level's up where it needs to be.
I didn't touch it.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Freeman Flyers basketball. Jeremy Waltner on the mic. I'm being joined tonight by a first-time announcer here, Thor Onenson, a senior at Freeman. Welcome, Thor.
Thank you.
We'll have a little bit of fun.
Yes, I hope it's very fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. We should have a good one here tonight, folks. Avon's in town. Both of these teams are coming in with 9-4 records. Really, really close in the seed points and Region 4B standings. So this could make a difference in how things shake out down the stretch. So we're going to keep our eye on this game. Just a couple things to keep in mind about Avon. They're young. They start 3 juniors, a senior, and a freshman. Coming in with leading scorer, Ryland 30. She's a junior guard. Coming in at about 20 points per game. And they got 2 Voigt sisters, Brielle and Jordan, junior and a freshman, both coming in right around 10. So look for production from those 3. Avon's going to do their best to try to keep this in a half court, try to control the tempo. Also notable, their coach, Brad Poppy, been around forever, picked up his 500th career win last week at ACDC. They won again later in the week, so he's at 501 career wins. So congratulations to Coach Poppy, and we expect a good one tonight. Thor, what's been your take on the girls' team? You've seen them in action some this year, and what's your assessment?
I think we've got a really solid squad here. I think that there's a lot that we can build on and hopefully make a pretty deep run.
Yeah. Freeman's a little banged up. Two girls, both in concussion protocol. Libby Ammon, she's been a starter the first half of the season. She's still working through that protocol. And Claire Louthborough sustained, she banged her head on the court or on a knee last Tuesday, I believe, and she's still a little woozy, and she's still in concussion protocol as well. But other than that, Freeman should be pretty healthy. And as I said, we're expecting a good one here. So we're going to come back here. We're going to let you listen to public address announcer Paul Winya announce the starting lineups. We'll have the anthem, and then Thor and I will be back, and we'll chat.
Place your right hand over your heart and face the flag. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag as the Freeman Academy High School pep band under the direction of Sheila Lip and Mateo Yelmas play our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Freeman Public and tonight's girls basketball action between the visiting Avon Lady Pirates and our Freeman Flyers. We would like to welcome all the fans from Avon. Before we have the starters for the Pirates, something we'd like to say is that when you do something long enough, they say good things do happen. And on January 22nd, a good thing happened to our visiting head coach, where Brad Poppy achieved his 500 career coaching win. Brad has been a well-respected coach throughout the state of South Dakota, and I had the honor of officiating some of his games, so I take a little credit for some of those 500 wins. But no, congratulations again, Coach Brad Poppy. That is a milestone. Now, for the Lady Pirates, first, the cheerleader, Abigail Odens, Priya Sessler, Ireland Small, and Bailey Winya. The cheer coach, Sadie Winya. The starters for the Pirates, at a forward, the 5'5" junior, number 1, Jordan Boyd. At a guard, 5'8" junior, number 10, Rylan Curry. number 12, Brianna Minto. At center, 5'8" senior, number 14, Alexis Vanderlee. And at guard, a 5'4" freshman, number 20, Brielle Court. The Pirates are coached by Brad Coffey, assisted by Becky Henfler and Don Smutter. Now, the cheerleaders for the Flyers, Samantha Belonti and Laura Belonti, Anj Kamanda, Sierra Tacola, and Tadel Lonumba. The cheer coaches, Taylor Franson and Amy Sorensen. Our little Flyers of the game, we have 2 of them tonight. The first one is Willow Stern. Willow was in 3rd grade at Freeman Elementary. She is the daughter of Matt and Emily Stern. And our second one is Melena Van Ziel. Melena is in 2nd grade at Freeman Public, and she is the daughter of Chandra and J.R. Van Ziel. At this time, they will present the ball to the official and help cheer on the Flyers starting lineup. Great job, girls. Here are the starters for the Flyers. At a guard, a 5'1" 8th grader, number 1, Aubrey Zimmer. At a guard, a 5'5" senior, number 5, Beta Ammon. At a guard, a 5'8" junior, number 14, Shaden Fulmer. At a guard, a 5'9" junior, number 20, Riley Peters. And at a forward, a 5'10" senior, number 23, Estelle Waltner. Flyers are coached by Austin Under, assisted by Kent Miller and Jenny Peters.
All right, here we go, Thor. Like I said, both teams coming in with 9 and 4 marks, playing a pretty tough Region 4B. Avon comes in sitting 4th, and Freeman's right behind him, sitting 5th. They're really, really close to seed points. Parkston well in control of Region 4B, 12-1 record. Quick turnover to start the game. Avon's going to bring it down. They're going to try to set tempo here. Again, Coach Poppy made it very clear that Avon does not want to get into a running game with these Flyers. Probably wise, huh? Probably wise not to get in a running game with Freeman?
Yes, very. It's a very athletic team we have here, that's for sure.
Very athletic. A lot of girls can score. They can put up points. They've scored 81 and 90 this year. They've also struggled from the field mightily as well, so we'll see which team shows up. Quick 2-0 lead for Avon. Here's Aubrey Cheddar. She's an 8th grader. Freeman girls looking to work in the half court now. There's Cheddar from the perimeter. She can make that shot. Nice board by Estelle Waltner. She's good in there. Can't connect, so again, Avon coming down looking to settle in. Freeman can't control the board there. That's Alexis Vanderlee on the putback, gives Avon a 4-0 lead. What do you see, Thor, from watching the girls from the student section in terms of, like, when they're good, what are they doing well?
They're just in control. They're playing together. That's the big thing that I see. And they're playing smart. And when they do that, they can beat anybody in the state.
Yeah, their losses have come against good teams. They lost to Parkston, lost to, hang on, I had it here. Yeah, lost to Parkston to start the season. A pretty good Class A McCook Central Montrose team, and Centerville, of course, and then #1 Lyman. So those are the 4 losses that they've taken. Avon's losses have come against really good teams, too. They played Corsica Stickney and Centerville out of the gate, lost to both of those 2 teams. They're both ranked. fell to Wagner, a good 11-2 team, and also lost to Ethan, a good 10-1 team. So the teams that are beating Avon, 43-9 combined record. Cheddar on the point. She's earned herself a starting spot the last couple of games. Again, she's just an 8th grader, but she plays with a lot of fire. She can score, and she can board. Don't be fooled by her size. She led the team with 9 rebounds their last game last week. And there she is on the perimeter, gets Freeman on the board. 4-3 now, Avon lead with 5:37 to play. Waltner cleans up the loose ball. They're in transition now, and that's Riley Peters, a really, really good senior. Just can't connect there. Gets her own board and puts it back.
I think it's going to be all about those offensive rebounds. There's 1 there, got the points off of it, 2 on an earlier possession.
Absolutely, and we saw 1 down here with Avon, so you're right. Controlling the boards is going to be so important. Avon rattles at home. You know, and at some point the ball's just going to have to go down. I mean, you're playing on a boys' team that you know how important shooting is. Mm-hmm. Speaking of it, there's Veda Ammon. She's a junior. She connects from the perimeter. 8-6 now, Avon. It's a good sign for Freeman that they're able to connect with some shots. Official consulting there with Ryland Thury, their point guard, leading scorer. Again, comes in at about 20 points per game, so keep an eye on her. That's Thury. He tries to split the defense, just gets hung up there by Peters. Just her first. Rieselhofer in now for Veda Ammon. Coach Unruh's gonna play 7. Coach Poppy says he tends to work a rotation of 7 as well. Depends on the game, of course. Thury tries to get it through the middle, can't quite do it. Good help side defense there by Riley Peters. Nice little outlet to just a little strong. And she was on the line, so Avon will take. Thury goes down hard. Hopefully everybody's okay. Riesland passes up the shot, can't quite get it across the court. That's Thury there trying to lead the break. That's Brielle Voigt. She's one of 2 Voigt sisters. That's a freshman. Again, those girls can score too. They can put up double figures pretty easily. Peters strong on the 3. Avon boards. They're just going to walk it up here. 8-8 ball game, under 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Brianna Hensel misses the perimeter shot. Another board by Estelle Waltner out to Cadence. That's Cheddar from the perimeter can't. There's Estelle with another rebound. Freeman really struggling to find the basket here early on. They've been dealing with that lately. What does Coach Friesen tell you boys when the ball's not going down?
Keep shooting.
Yeah.
He has the utmost confidence in us, and he knows that we can make those shots, and so always just to keep shooting, and that they will eventually fall.
Yeah.
And I really do believe that's what's going to happen for these girls here. They're getting good transition looks. They're getting these offensive rebounds. They just need to turn it into some points.
Yeah. Yeah. Good box out by Peters there. Riley Peters basically has been running the point guard for much of this season. Now that Cheddar is in the starting lineup, that takes a little bit of a pressure off Peters to handle the ball. There's Cheddar again from the perimeter. Look out for her. You know, she put up 20 a couple weeks ago off the bench, and we know what she can do. Again, just an 8th grader, so a lot of bright future, a lot of bright years ahead of her.
That's also a really good shot against that 2-3 zone that Avon is running right now. You got to find open spaces in those zones because they're not going to be inside. They're probably going to be outside in the corners, in the short corners at the elbows. You got to find those good threes, and they sure are right now, and that's why they're in the lead.
And that's something that Coach Under's really been working on with these girls is, yes, Freeman is a transition basketball team, but he really wants to try to establish a half court. Because he said when you play good teams, you cannot rely on transition basketball to get the job done. Freeman now working that half court. That's Ammon, the junior. She can get hot. 14-9 now. Flyers lead with 2:25 to play. This is the start they wanted. Thury can't connect. Yes, no. Again, there's that offensive rebound you were talking about, but Avon cannot capitalize. That's Cheddar with a beautiful outlet to Cadence Hofer. Just misses the layup.
Fantastic transition offense. Those will fall at some point.
Yeah. To your point, you just got to finish the shots off, right? There's Ammon again. Like I said, she can get hot. 17-11 now, 152, and Coach Poppy wants to talk about it. Girls are pretty fired up. Coach Unruh's pretty fired up. Lots of smiles there. Coach Unruh, first year as head coach of the girls. He's been Freeman Academy Marion boys coach years previous, had some success there. What do you observe about him as a coach?
I can tell that he's really passionate. He really does care about the game of basketball, and he cares about teaching the people how to play basketball in a team setting and not a me setting. And so that's the things that he's trying to apply to this team as far as I can tell, and really make them together and as much as a team instead of just 5 individual basketball players playing out there.
Yeah, had a parent from an opposing team reach out to me a couple of weeks ago. He was referring to the boys team, but he said, you don't have coaches, you have teachers, and the court is their classroom. I think the same holds true of these Freeman girls, right?
Yes, I would agree. That is a fantastic line.
Yeah. Avon handling the Freeman pressure pretty well. Gets a nice cut and a really, really nice look there. That's Caden Metzger off the bench for Avon with 2 points. Makes it 17-13. Ammon just cannot quite connect on that one.
A little bit of a heat check there.
Avon, really well-coached team, good program. Coach Poppy's been there 35 years in Avon, 31 years as a head coach for the Pirates.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how you build a program, and that's what he's done. I was talking to Coach Poppy before the game a little bit and asking him about his career as a coach, and he gives all the credit to the girls. I was looking for him to just say something about himself, and he wouldn't do it. He just kept deflecting and talking about the girls. So
that's the true mark of a good coach right there.
Absolutely, it is. Avon comes away from the scrum there on the floor. That's Thury. Does a nice job of dealing with the pressure defense there and controlling and setting up the half court. Here they go again. Weltner got a piece of that. That's Cadence Hofer bringing the ball down. 30 seconds now. About 2.5 seconds difference on the shot clock and play clock. Freeman doesn't typically take the shot clock down very far, but looks like they may be trying to do that here. Nice little give and go. That's beautiful. Great cut, great pass from Peters. 19-15 now, 6 seconds to play. Avon's looking to get the last shot, and they'll take it. That's Metzger, can't quite make it. Riesenhofer with the board, and that's how your first quarter is going to finish. 19-15. Thor, what you think?
It's high scoring. Lots of points on the board right now.
Yeah. Good energy, good action. Cameraman Evan Waldner has joined us. Welcome, Evan. Not on the mic, but he says hi. Thanks again to Freeman Public for helping us get this live stream set up. Thanks to Evan for being the man behind the camera here. Thanks also to, again, Thor for joining me. And Austin's been joining me and will be joining me, Austin Unruh, for the boys' games. So lots of good stuff to come, and it's fun. You're a basketball fan.
Yes, of course.
Rocking the Duke. How we feeling about the Devils?
They are having a good season. That one Texas Tech loss was very disheartening, but they've rallied since then, and they've picked up some really good wins.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about the squad.
Yeah, good. Well, we're pretty excited about Freeman basketball here. We know what the boys are doing. They're sitting at 11-2.
Yes.
11-2, ranked 4 in the once again in the Class B poll. They did receive one first-place vote this week for the first time this season, so it'll be interesting to see how the last half of the season plays out for them and what they're able to do down the stretch. Pretty high expectations. Would you agree?
I would agree, yes.
All right, that's Peters on the point here, looking to set something up. Freeman doing a nice job of moving the ball around. Hofer misses on the 3. Avon again does a nice job of just maintaining control of the ball against some adversity there. Knocked away by Peters. I think that's going to be her second.
Even with the foul there's a lot of hustle on the court right now. There are girls getting on the ground, going after loose balls, and that's really what you love to see from
Absolutely.
a good team.
Absolutely. That's 30. Can't quite get the glass to fall there, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Again, Avon starting 3 juniors, a senior and a freshman, bringing a couple girls off the bench. Coach Poppy said, these girls they're learning their roles. They're figuring out their roles as the season goes on. Some of the girls who haven't had a lot of varsity experience are starting to get it here, and it takes a while when you're not used to playing together as a first 5 or a first 7. Freeman maintains a 19-16-point lead now with 7:20 to play. That's Ammon from the perimeter. That's her third. She's had a really nice first half of the season, double figures on a regular basis. Been over 20 a couple of times. She may be heading there tonight. (22-19) after the three-pointer, 6:35 to play. Freeman looking to respond now. Ammon finds a little bit of gap in the baseline. She'll be shooting 2.
One of the things I love about this building is the energy for these girls' games and for these boys' games. Every student is always at these games and is always cheering their absolute loudest. We have a great student section. We also have a great fan section for the parents and the Freeman community, and I think that is great that we can get these great turnouts for these games.
Freeman's always been a basketball town, so that's not surprising. Having an amazing pep band certainly doesn't hurt. You play in it. What's it like to play in that big band?
Songs-wise, or what?
Yeah, just lots of noise and lots of kids and a couple of good directors. That's Vanderleeb, muscles her way in for two. 22-21 now. Avon's making a little bit of a run here in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter, getting a little bit of momentum back. Cheddar and the Flyers want to try to contain that a little bit. There's Waltner, a nice little move inside, can't finish. We talked about Freeman's ability to score points. They also have they've also struggled from the field. They went through a stretch a couple weeks ago where just really poor shooting, and they fixed some of that in 2 good wins last week. But I think they'd still like to see a little bit more consistency from their shooters. This is a full timeout. Both coaches giving their girls good counsel, I'm sure. Again, Avon's on a nice little run here. Their game plan to slow the game down, control the tempo is really tending to work in their favor. Freeman has not gotten a lot of points in transition, and Avon's points have come from the half court.
I think they're doing a really good job improvising right now. There's a lot that really hasn't gone to plan as far as it looks, and they're doing a really good job of keeping the ball in their hands and being able to make plays happen.
Yeah, we'll see if that continues. Freeman's got their starting 5 out there again. 5:40 to play in the half. 22-21 Freeman. Ammon almost gets that steal in transition that Freeman wants to do so well. Good help defense there from Ammon. Nice little swipe there from Waltner. Oh, and that's Peters. That's her 3rd. Puts her hands on her forehead. Coach Unruh's hands on his forehead. Having a little conversation with the official.
If there's anything about Coach Unruh, he is very animated.
Yes, he is. If you've ever watched him on the sideline of a football game, you see it. Offensive coordinator for the Phoenix. Beloved one at that. Here's Avon now. That's 30 up at the top of the key. Nice little bounce pass to her. Cutting. That's just good ball movement. Nice defensive play by Waltner. She's good in there. And Freeman's out in transition now. Another missed opportunity for Freeman. Avon looking to take the lead. That's Voigt there. Back to 30. Avon continuing to show good patience in the half court and good cuts and continuing to control the offensive rebounding there. We'll see if it pays off. It's going to stay here. Unruh again, very animated. Grab the ball, grab the ball. That's Voigt from the perimeter. Little strong. Hopefully controls the board. Freeman needs a bucket. They got girls who can give it to him. On the ground, Freeman will take possession of the ball underneath the hoop. 22-21, just over 4 minutes to play the first half. Does Freeman have a bucket this quarter?
That is a good question.
If they do, it's just one. Freeman working it around the perimeter now. Ammon, little left-hander, can't get it to go. That's 30 on the break. Nice little left hand, can't get that to fall. That's Waltner with another rebound. Cheddar had an open look, passed it up.
Probably the right decision.
Yeah, I Coach Unruh wants him to shoot, but he also wants these girls to learn some discipline about that half court. Here's Cheddar from the perimeter, long. Freeman's gone cold. Avon unable to capitalize on these opportunities to not only take the lead again, but extend the lead.
That Cheddar three is a lot better than the original one that she had open, and so that's kind of just the plan. Get a better look than you could.
Yeah, let the game come to you, right?
Yes. Don't settle, as Coach Friesen would say.
Yeah. Here's the 8th grader at the point. Nice rotation, nice ball movement. Just another miss. Freeman cannot score. Coach Unruh expressing a little bit of frustration, I think. And rightfully so. As a coach, there's only so much you can do, and one thing you cannot do is score the ball. Voigt can't make the three. Avon can't control the board. Here's Freeman in transition now. Ammon finally ends the drought. 24-21 now, 2:23 to go. Really a lot of missed opportunities for Freeman to really extend this lead. There he can't. It's a nice ball battle on the block. That's Waltner and Vanderlee? Can't see her number.
The yellow numbers really blend together.
They sure do. That's Metzger, excuse me. Yeah, it's hard to read those yellow numbers. You're right. Pardon us if we get something wrong up here. Stays here, 2:10 to play in the first half. 24-21 Freeman. That's Thury, the junior. Nice little bounce pass inside to Metzger. 24-23 now, under 2 minutes to play. Cheddar doing a good job of handling the ball. Really, really nice pass from Rieslenhofer. That's Riley Timmerman off the bench. Can't connect on the layup. Avon back in transition, fouled. 24-23, looking to retake the lead as Metzger goes to the line. She's a sophomore coming off the bench, giving Avon nice minutes. Ammon checks back in for Cadence Hofer. Waltner does a nice job of securing that rebound. 24-24, but she loses it out of bounds. Coming back Avon's way. You know, I think both of these teams, looking at this first half, there's gonna be some frustration there.
I would agree. It's just not what you draw up, and it's not what you want to have happen as a basketball team. It just feels sloppy right now for both teams.
Yeah.
No one can get a shot to go, and the ball security is not good for either team.
Yeah, this could be an 8-point lead for either team, either way, if things had gone a little bit different. There's another miss, another rebound by Waltner. Approaching a minute left to play in the first half, 24-24. Waltner does a nice job of finding Timmerman down low. Cheddar trying to reset the offense here. She does. Waldner tries to split the defense, can't do it. That's Riesland Hofer, misses the three. Cheddar with a nice little rebound there. Look what I found. Capitalizes on it. 26-24. 40 seconds to play in the half. Freeman's going to get the ball back. That's 30 from the perimeter. Connects on the three. Gives Avon the 27-26 lead. 20 seconds now to play. Freeman doing a good job of working the ball around. That's Riesland Hofer, connects from the three. That's a big shot from the freshman. 29-27, and that's going to be the score at half. 29-27, Freeman leads.
Three like that really just boosts morale going into the locker room. Gives you a good feeling about what could come from the next half.
Yeah, it absolutely does. What's on your mind if you're going into the locker room as a Freeman Flyer right now?
I would be thinking a lot about how to play more together. It feels a bit discombobulated right now, and it could the game from the Flyers could use a lot more structure before we bring the tempo back up and get those shots we really need to win this game. That would be what I was thinking. To just have some structure and then kind of step it up from there.
Yeah. Yep. I would agree. And to your point, keep shooting the ball. They're bound to fall eventually. Mm-hmm. We're going to step away for just a couple minutes here, going to get some stats, and we'll be back to get the second half going here in another 7-8 minutes. So stand by, and thanks for tuning in. Back with Thor Onenson, 3.5 minutes to go left in the half. Both teams still in the locker rooms. Again, what do you expect second half? You had look into your crystal ball and tell me what you see.
My crystal ball would say that both teams just need to play together, and that the team that plays more together is going to win this game. I think we're going to have a very good second half on our hands, hopefully with a lot more made shots. But I really do think that both of these teams can win, and I hope that the Flyers win with a good showing, playing together, and making plays.
Well, again, this is an important game in terms of power points. I mean, Freeman's schedule the rest of the way is tough. They go up against a pretty good Alcester-Hudson team on Thursday. Number 4, Coleman-Egan comes to town on Saturday. Then they got a Hanson team. You know, they're 6-9, but that's a really, really good program always. Gettysburg's a 500 team. Ethan, number 4, 10-1, comes to town on February 17, and then we finish against Gayville-Vollen, an 11-2 team that received some votes, and that's on February 19. So it's not going to be easy for these Flyers.
No, our neck of the woods is very good at basketball this year, and the Flyers need to put together some good games to be able to get through this rough part of the schedule and get some big wins that they really do need.
That level of competition, you see it in the boys too. You know, you play a tough schedule, you've played some tough games. What does that do for the team, knowing that you got to bring your A game almost every night?
I think it's fun. I really enjoy competition, and I think everyone on our team does. And I believe that a good team makes us better, and that playing a bad team, sometimes it's just getting through the night. When we play a good team like Wessington Springs, when we play a good team like Lyman, when we play a good team like Pine Ridge, those games make us better, win or lose.
Avon, the rest of their schedule, there's some winnable games there. They play Scotland Menno, that's a 1-win team, next Tuesday. They play a 1-win Bonhomme team on Thursday. Bridgewater Emery's sitting just below 500. Again, those are winnable games. Trip Delmont Armor on February 12, and then Avon finishes against Gayville-Vollen on February 17. Again, Gayville-Vollen 11-2. So if Freeman's going to put it together, you know, they need to do it now and start dialing things in down the stretch, or they're going to have a tough draw in the region. Let's go over scoring leaders here and other stat leaders. Veda Ammon, 14 points for the Flyers. Leading all scorers at half, Aubrey Cheddar, 8 points. All other girls from Freeman who have scored have just 1 bucket each. So Freeman looking for a little bit more point distribution, I think, in the second half. That could be another key to the game. 30 is the leading scorer for Avon, not surprising, with 10. That's half of her point total, so she's right on pace to hit that 20 mark. Coach is giving some last-minute advice to their respective teams, and we're just about ready to go for the third quarter. Freeman starting 5 back on. Remember, Peters, she does have those 3 fouls, so we're going to want to keep an eye on that. Can't afford to not have her. She's a third-team All-State player from last year and 2-time All-Conference in the Corn Belt, too, so we know what she can do. Estelle Waltner will be looking for her first point. Cadence Hofer looking for her first point. Excuse me, I think she does have a bucket. All right, Avon controls the ball first here in the third period. Down 29-27. Freeman's really hoping to disrupt Avon with that pressure defense, and there we see it. There's that transition basketball that they do so well. Ammon connects, gives them a 31-27 point lead out of the gate here in the third quarter. I would imagine a good start is going to be really important for these Freeman girls.
Yes, I would agree. Veda Ammon's red hot tonight. She's got 16 points.
Yeah, a lot of game left, too.
Yes.
Cross-court pass just over the arms of Peters. That's a nice little pass. And also good ball movement by Avon, which we saw a lot in the first half. Freeman controls it. They've got numbers. Oh, and that's a good foul by Avon. I don't know if 30 recognized what was happening there, but Freeman had an easy bucket in transition if that foul doesn't happen.
They'd have traveled there.
Oh, thank you, Thor.
Yeah.
I was wondering what I was seeing. Well, if it had been a foul, it would have been a really smart foul.
Yes, it would have.
That's 30. She finds a seam, good recognition of what was opening up there, and she connects. 31-29 now, Freeman lead. Peters tries to do the same, tries to get inside, can't do it, so she'll pull up and just misses the shot. It's a nice offensive board by Holfer. She misses the shot. Looks like it's off Freeman and going to go the other way.
I don't know if I agree with that one. But more of those offensive rebounds right there.
Yeah, that's one thing that coaches just can't stand giving up is offensive rebounds, and missed free throws, probably a close second anyway. Cheddar showing her scrappy ability to just get to the ball there. Nice little run of there, just doesn't quite go. Good board by Waltner. She's approaching double digits in rebounds, which she tends to do. Ammon takes it. She's short. Waltner just grabs the rebound right out of her hands and connects on the layup. Her first points of the game. 33-29 now. 6 minutes to play in the third.
Just a quick little snatch right there.
It was. It's going to give her some confidence, too.
Give me that.
I think confidence is something that Freeman is still looking to establish some of. They had a really, really tough week 2 weeks ago. They lost some of it. Got a couple good wins that helped against, some teams that they probably should have beat last week. So no real surprise there. But they'd like to get a good win against a good team here.
And this would be a fantastic win in a hard-fought game so far.
Absolutely. 33-29 Freeman, a 4-point lead. It's a big lead in this one. Coach Unruh staying with his first five through the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter. Holford just a little dribble penetration, loses the handle. Here's Avon now in transition. Good defense by Cheddar there to disrupt that shot. Peters can't quite handle the pass, but she does maintain control.
Great effort from Aubrey Cheddar right there.
Great effort. Holford's a little frustrated. Yeah, Cheddar she's the kind of player that she's just all over the ball.
Mm-hmm. You can tell she just really wants to be here.
Yeah.
And wants to make a difference.
Absolutely. She's aggressive. Really good softball player in the summer. Just an all-around good athlete from a really athletic family. Here's Riesland bringing the ball down now. She does have a three-pointer. She and Veda Ammon have both connected from downtown tonight. Waltner looked like she wanted to get in the game there, but passed it up. Freeman showing some patience here. Nice job of waiting for the game to come to them. Waltner inside, muscles her way in, and she gets it against some tough defense. 35-29, 6-point lead for Freeman now. That might be the biggest lead of the game.
8-2 runs right out of the gate to start the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what Coach Unruh said is let's have a good start to this third quarter and let's set the tone here. Let's establish a little bit of momentum, and they do have it, but we saw in that first half momentum can change pretty quickly with these two teams battling really hard. This is a quick 30-second timeout, so we're going to be back in action shortly. Again, Freeman with a 35-29 point lead. Again, the Flyers are without two of their players, Libby Ammon and Claire Loofborough, both in concussion protocol. Otherwise, mostly healthy. I think Estelle Walter is still maybe a little bit concerned about a twisted ankle from a few games back, but she looks strong. 30 now, controlling the point again. Approaching 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. That's just Ammon just stole that ball.
Another quick snatch.
Yeah. Call the police. This Freeman team, as good as they can be offensively at times, their defense is consistently good. That's something that's a feather in their cap that I think they work hard. It's a nice little move. That Cheddar just can't quite connect on what would have been a really pretty play. There's Cheddar again, gets the ball, gets loose, and scores. 37-29 Freeman now, 3:44 to play in the third. 30 in the Pirates. They need a bucket. They need to stop this momentum, and they do get it. Coach Poppy wants a timeout. Settle the girls down.
I would too.
Yeah, I mean, you get a bucket, you get it back within 6. Avon's shown that they can play with these girls. So what do we need to do now to stay within ourselves, stay within the game, let it come to us? For a coach who's been doing this for 31 years, he's probably got a few things that he can say.
I would guess that if this game is close with a few seconds left, he's got a couple tricks up his sleeve too.
I would imagine his playbook is fairly deep. Coach Poppy talking with far more intention to his girls than Coach Unruh is. He's consulting with his players a little bit more on an individual basis here. Freeman back out with 4 of their first 5, and Rieslyn Hofer back in there. Number 4 for Freeman, younger sister of Cadence Hofer. Again, she's got that 3-pointer in the first half, so we'll see if she's got another one of those in her bag of tricks. Cheddar, nice little move on the dribble penetration, and she did everything right except just make the shot. Here's Avon out in transition now. That looks like that's Voigt. Makes the layup, makes it a 37-33 game now.
Can't draw up transition any better than that.
That's really, really pretty basketball. Freeman almost turned the ball over. Peters did a good job of keeping it alive. Freeman's got the girls on the other side. There's Cheddar for 3. Just misses. Nice play by Peters to throw it off of Metzger, excuse me. Ball stays here, 16 seconds on the shot clock. 2:54 on the game clock. 37-33 Freeman. Peters connects. That's a big shot for her. 40-33 now. Back to a 7-point game.
Can't draw up an out-of-bounds play much better than that.
Well, and Peters is the kind of girl, just unlucky there for Freeman. I was going to say, Peters is the kind of girl, she can score from anywhere on the court. She can hit those baseline threes. She can hit the threes from the top of the key. And she's good when she gets close to the basket at finishing.
Really runs in the Peters family, I think.
It does. It does. Avon answers with a 3-pointer of their own. That is Voigt. Freeman back down quickly. Estelle can't quite handle it, but Beta Ammon maintains possession here. Freeman like to try to keep this lead extended if at all possible. Waltner tries to create a shot and gets to the line. Talk about the Peters family. I said it on the last broadcast. Her mom and dad, both outstanding athletes back in their day. Mom was a great basketball player at Tripp, and dad was a great all-around athlete in Armour. Son Luke was a stud running back on the Phoenix team, and he's a key guard for the Flyers basketball team. So they're having a lot of fun, those Peters. 42-36, still Waltner extends the lead at the charity stripe. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Again, the lead back up to 6 points for Freeman. There's Voigt again from the corner. No good this time. It's going to be coming back this way.
Even though it missed, it was still fantastic offense, getting that big skip to the corner against a 2-3 zone.
Yep.
That's just textbook.
It
That's
is.
how you play basketball against a 2-3 zone.
100%. Cheddar now controlling the point. Cheddar forced it a little bit there. Off Freeman, it's going to go back Avon's way. Minute 20 now, 42-36, the lead for Freeman. Again, Avon trying to find some spacing against that 2-3 zone and just can't do it. Throws the ball away, minute 7 left.
Right idea, not fantastic execution right there.
Right idea indeed. Flyers would love nothing more than to get another bucket or two, extend this lead to maybe 10 points going into the fourth quarter. We'll see if they can do it. They've got girls who can score, and that's one of them right there. Ammon just can't quite connect. Riesland Hofer on the nice little offensive rebound and the really nice little 8-foot jumper there. 44-36 now. There's that 8-point lead.
Felt like a putback right
It
there.
did. It absolutely did. She good awareness to know that she had a good look at it, and again, execution there. Her 5th point of the game off the bench. Riley Timmerman now off the bench, also a freshman in for Peters. Peters is going to sit. She's still sitting at 3 fouls. Did a good job of not picking up that 4th.
Gives her a lot of flexibility during the fourth quarter to really get tough on defense.
.23 on the shot clock now. About 8 seconds difference between shot and game. There's 30. Can't connect there. Hofer does a good job of controlling the ball and just kind of panicked a little bit there. Shot clock off, 20.6 seconds left. The way Avon plays, they're probably going to work for the last shot, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and they're going to draw up a play for it.
They are. 30-second job for Coach Poppy. You know, we knew it was going to be a good game coming in on paper anyway. Both teams 9-4. They're really close in the standings, and we've seen it, haven't we?
Yes, we have. Especially in this second half. It's been a lot cleaner, been a lot more together for both teams.
Yeah, that's a good observation. It's really been a well-played basketball game, particularly the second half, to your point.
Flyers just came out a little bit hotter, got to that 6-point lead, and have kept it throughout this entire third quarter.
And if things stay, all things stay equal, they're going to look at that stretch in the early part of the third quarter. That's going to be the difference, is they were able to just establish a little bit of separation against a pretty good Avon team. Not a pretty good team, a really good Avon team. That's Voigt there, handing back off to 30. Again, Avon probably playing for the last shot. 30's going to take a long three-pointer and drain it with 9 seconds to go. 44-39 now, Freeman looking to answer. That is Aubrey Cheddar does a good job at drawing the foul, but how big is that three-pointer from 30?
That was huge. That was deep, too. That was from Bridgewater. That was a long three.
She was obviously feeling it from Bridgewater. Cheddar good on the first, 45-39 now. Again, back to that 6-point lead we've been talking about. And that's going to be the score heading into the final 8 minutes, 45-39. High fives from Coach Poppy there for his players. Some clapping from Coach Unruh for his players.
I think in a game like this timeout's all about motivation. You have to motivate your girls to really want this win and play like you want it.
Yeah, and also play loose, right? I mean, that's sometimes in these high stakes games, it's easy to just freeze up, right? Mm-hmm. And not play your style of game. So there's a fine line between not getting too into your own head and then just playing your game. And I think that's something that the Freeman boys have really settled into here, just playing their game. I think it was a little bit of a rockier start than the boys wanted, just because expectations were so high. Do you sense that you're settling in?
Yes, I would agree. I think that there's a deep sense of trust within our team. We all trust each other to make the plays that are needed at a certain point in time. We can just go out there, send any player out there, and we know that they can make the play.
Yeah, you never know who's going to score 20 points on any given night, right?
Yes, that is very true.
The same holds true with these girls. Peters can go for 20. Vedas can go for 20. Cadence Hofer's proven that she can go for 20. We've seen Aubrey Cheddar. She's proven she can go for 20. So, there's just a lot of people who can score out there, including Estelle Waltner. That's another nice bucket for her to give Freeman a 47-39 point out of the gate. Again, that matches their biggest lead of the game at 8 points.
Simple post move right there, but it was very effective.
Yeah. That good traditional post play, you don't see a lot of that in high school basketball anymore. And there's a nice block by Estelle, but they're calling a foul. Coach Unruh does not like the call, and I do not blame him. He's saying over and over and over that she was straight up. But we don't get to make the call. And that's Jordan Voigt there, capitalizes on the free throw. She's a junior, 47-40 now. She makes them both. Avon hanging around like we knew they would. There's Ammon from the perimeter, can't quite connect. There's Aubrey Cheddar, again, finding her way to that rebound, which is something she's really good at. A really nice entry pass. Oh. Really nice entry pass there from Cadence Hofer to Estelle Waltner, but she goes down on that ankle that she's been having trouble with. And that grimace was real when she went down. She does make it a 49-41 game with 7:11 to play. Some concern here, I think, from Coach Unruh and Estelle and certainly her teammates. Estelle Waltner, new to this program, coming in playing her senior year, student at Freeman Academy. Loves it. They love her. Let's see how she comes off here now. Yeah, she's limping on that.
She's putting a little bit of weight on it.
She is. She is. That is a good sign. She was not 100% recovered from that ankle injury, so we knew it was a little bit of a tenuous situation, but it actually does feel like she might actually be okay, which is good news for the Flyers. They need that post presence down there. All right, back to our originally scheduled programming. Avon bringing the ball in now. 7:11 to play, 49-41 Freeman lead. Avon's just going to keep doing what they've been doing. It's worked for the large part. Thury just can't hit that little runner in there. And Freeman cannot secure the rebound. Looks like Cheddar had her hands on it, but just couldn't quite contain it. So
Freeman back in man without Estelle in the game.
yeah, that's a good observation. And that good rotation defense worked. They forced a turnover. Looking to extend the lead now with 6.5 to play in the game. Aubrey Cheddar's going to try to do it herself. And she does. Nice looking three-point shot from the 8th grader. 52-41, 11-point game now. Freeman's biggest lead of the game, biggest lead for either team now. Looks like Freeman forced the turnover. Another whistle. Another frustration expressed by Unruh. He doesn't like the call at all. It was a late whistle there.
That Cheddar three was even deeper. That was straight from Irene or Centerville.
She's too young to know any better.
Doesn't matter if they go in.
My cameraman just noted that Estelle talking to Coach Unruh like she wants back in. We'll see. And she is going back in. Good call, cameraman. Waltner going back in. Boy, that's a pretty quick turnaround and a good sign for Freeman.
That requires some grit and toughness. I've had my fair share of sprained ankles over the years, and
well, Austin has noted repeatedly that Waltner is just a tough farm girl.
yes.
We're seeing it now. Freeman an opportunity to extend their 11-point lead. They can't do it. Continue to play that pressure defense. Avon does a good job of moving the ball around and getting a good look. There's Waltner making her presence known already. Oh, and she goes down again. And that ankle bends back again. She plays so hard.
And that was no fault of her own right there. She just got twisted up by
Yeah.
Avon.
Yeah,
Avon's going for a
that
rebound.
leg ended up behind her. %110% trying to keep that ball alive. She did. And it just didn't work out in her favor. Quiet gym right now. Freeman girls come together in front of their bench. Coach Poppy talking to his girls in front of theirs. Waltner coming off again. Coach Unruh right there with her.
It is a good sign that she's walking off under her own power.
It is a good sign. Some frustration on her part. She just wants to play so badly. Loves this game and this team so much in her first year here. Freeman probably going to try to finish this one off without her now. Freeman gets the ball in against pretty good pressure defense. We're probably going to see the Pirates pick up their pressure defense now, try to force Freeman into some turnovers.
Could tell Cheddar wanted to take that three right there.
Well, she's proven she can do it.
Yes, she has.
Freeman probably content to work some clock here. Again, that's not something they've been very good at doing. They typically, yeah. That's Hento whistled for a foul there on a hold. Fresh 35-second shot clock for Freeman now. 5:28 to play. 52-41. They're maintaining that 11-point lead. Nice entry pass to Peters. Really, really good move inside. She does that well. 54-41 now. 13-point lead. Approaching 5 minutes to play in the game.
That happened very fast. Very fast move. Just caught the Avon defense off guard. Right
Yeah,
there.
they look totally out of position. Ammon whistled for the foul there on the floor. Freeman's third team. 2 more fouls, we get in the double bonus situation, per the new rule a couple years ago. Nice little cut and just missed her. But again, well-designed play, or at least good awareness out there by Avon. Freeman handles the pressure very, very easily. There's Peter now controlling the point. Pressure defense there from Vanderlee. Peters handles it. She gets inside and connects. 56-41 now. 15-point lead for Freeman. Peters playing like the true leader she is the last 2 possessions. There she does control the ball again. Nice little outlet pass to Ammon. Beautiful up the head to Aubrey Cheddar and just can't quite connect. Cadence Holford secures the rebound. That's a jump ball. It's going to stay here.
You can kind of feel the momentum right now that the Flyers have.
You can. And there's Peters again. Her third bucket in as many trips down the court. All inside. 58-41, approaching 4 minutes to play. All of a sudden, it's a 17-point game, Thor.
That happened fast.
Yeah. Blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Avon just can't buy a bucket now. Freeman's got all the momentum. Riesel and Holford going to slow things down. Aubrey Cheddar halfway down, comes out. That would have been a biggie. Instead, it's Avon that comes down and responds. That's Hento with a nice little layup there. 58-43, 3:38 to play. That's a full timeout taken by Coach Poppy. Needs to get some stops, need to get some points. To state the obvious.
Yes. It's what they're talking about, though. Just you got to score, and you got to do it quickly because there's not enough time on the clock left to play the calculated slow game that they want to play. You have to get uncomfortable, and some players really thrive being uncomfortable.
Well, Avon's got some girls who can score. You know, they got 3 players who can go in double digits, and from what I can tell, they can score in a hurry when they need to. We'll see if that's the case here. But Freeman is in the driver's seat here. I mean, things are going to have to go haywire for this to become a close game. But funny things happen in sports. Waltner is still sitting on the bench, giving some encouragement to her teammates. Freeman ball, 3:38 to play. Avon setting up in the backcourt here now. Again, going to try to force Freeman into a turnover. Let's see how Freeman handles his pressure. Nice job by Riesel and Holford, the freshman, get out of that little trap. That's Ammon from the 3, can't quite connect. Holford does get the offensive rebound, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. That's Reagan Brandt, whistled for the call. Freeman maintains possession. 3:26 now to play.
Very good work to just grab that ball and draw that foul.
Yeah. Peters maintains possession. Again, there's no hurry here for the Flyers. They've got clock to work with, and they should. Here's Ammon now, gets through the middle. Just had it taken away from her by, that's Brandt again. Nice defensive effort there. There was the stop that they needed, and there was the bucket that they needed. So that's what we're talking about, right? Yeah. Stop and score. 58-45 now, 3 minutes to play.
We're just hoping that those come more often now.
Peters can't connect on the three-pointer. Rebound back out to Riley Hofer, Riesland Hofer. Peters at the point. Nice little shake and bake there. There's a Riesland Hofer from the three-point perimeter. Can't connect. Avon does maintain possession, and they get on the break here, get inside, and the scores. So they're on a little run, 58-47 now. It's an 11-point game with 2:28 to play. Again, Freeman does not need to be aggressive here. They just need to set back, and Unruh is going to take a timeout.
I think that's exactly what Unruh is going to tell these girls here. You do not need to hurry it up. Take it slow and win this game.
Yeah, 11 points with 2:28 left. I mean, that's a workable situation for the Flyers. They just need to play smart, listen to their coach, execute, and just relax. Who do you like in the Super Bowl?
I think the Seahawks are just too much of an unstoppable force. Being a Vikings fan, I like Sam Darnold a lot, so I do think the Seahawks will pull it out.
Kind of want to see it for him, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Avon back out taking the court. Unruh and company coming out of the huddle. Freeman ball. We'll see what this offense does or doesn't do here. 2:21 to play, 11-point lead. Avon trying to trap Ammon there up at the outside of the perimeter. Ammon gets free. Yep, Freeman doing exactly what we thought they would do here now. They're just running their half-court offense, not trying to force anything. Nice little entry pass inside from Cadence Hofer to Riley Peters. Again, they let the game come to them, right? 60-47 now, less than 2 minutes to play. It's going to be really hard for Avon to overcome this deficit.
I would say that's the dagger right there.
Yeah. Voigt won the ball in the perimeter. They got to her a little late. Nice little bounce pass inside. That's 30. Can't quite handle it. She goes down to the perimeter. Gets helped up by a teammate. Pirates maintain possession, 60-47, a minute 40 left. Avon's going to want to be playing with a little bit of a sense of urgency here.
Lots of contact right there.
Yeah, Freeman crowd doesn't like it, but may have been the right call. It looked like Peters got her from behind. That's her fourth foul. She's done a good job of playing disciplined with those 3 fouls.
Very.
This is 30 at the line. Avon's leading scorer. Connects. Makes it a 12-point game. $60-49 now, a minute and a half to play. That's Aubrey Cheddar trying to get past the defense and does. Draws the foul. 4th team foul for Avon now. One more and the Flyers will be in the double bonus. Ammon handling the ball well. Over to Cadence Hofer on the perimeter. Freeman now showing some discipline. There was the foul on 30. Peters will go to the line for 2. Minute 11 to play. Kind of the game Freeman wanted to see, right? I mean, getting contributions from multiple girls, great defensive effort. Waltner strong on the block, on defense. Obviously, Peters with the points. Veda Ammon got hot. Riesel and Hofer connected on some timely baskets. Some nice passing from Cadence Hofer. So, really nice team effort here.
I think you could ask any coach ever, and they'd tell you that they'd rather be hot in the second half rather than the first half, and that's really been the story for the Flyers here today.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, they had that little run to start the third quarter and then really separated themselves here early in the fourth to really kind of put this game out of reach. Less than a minute now to play, 62-49. .30 at the line.
Shooting two, the death of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, more than that loss.
Yeah, I am.
I like the rule change.
Yeah. Makes the games faster.
It does. It does. 1 of 2 from the line for 30. Freeman controls the rebound. 53 seconds left now. 62-50. It is a 12-point lead here. .18 seconds on the shot clock. Freeman content just to dribble and control the ball. There's no one there. Peters just takes advantage of it and extends the lead. Coach Poppy's not happy. Wondering what happened with that defensive breakdown there. 64-50. And Unruh is going to clear his bench. Nice win for the Freeman girls tonight. We knew it was going to be an important one. We knew it was going to be a tough matchup. We knew it was going to be fairly even on paper. But congratulations to Coach Unruh and the Flyers for having what appeared to be a pretty nice game plan and executing it.
And maybe even after some adversity, having that perseverance to step it up in the second half and really get hot.
Absolutely. Yep. Be curious to see what he told the girls at halftime. But whatever it was, it worked. Freeman's just going to dribble out. That's Addison Waltner. She's just going to go ahead and take a three-pointer to try to finish it off. But that's a final from Freeman, 64-50 in favor of the Freeman girls. They will move to 10-4. Avon drops to 9-5. We'll watch those Region 4B standings to see what those power points look like. But big win for Freeman when they needed it. Maybe this gives them some confidence, through a tough stretch now.
Yes, I would. This would give me confidence if I were a player. I really think that they should take a lot out of this game and apply it to the rest of their schedule.
100%. Congratulations to Coach Poppy and the Avon girls on a hard-fought game. Just a fun night of basketball all around. Maybe just a little bit more fun for Freeman. Did you have fun?
I had so much fun, Jay.
You want to do this again sometime?
I would love to do this again.
All right, let's plan on it.
Awesome.
Okay, thanks everybody for tuning in. I am Jeremy Waltner. This is Flyers Live Basketball. Signing off for a Friday night. A Monday night.
Monday night.
Feels like Friday. I wish it was Friday. Good night, everybody.